Hola, bienvenidos al podcast 5.2 de Nosotras Commands. Welcome, I'm Senora Stanias, and we'll be talking about Nosotros Commands in Spanish in this podcast. Please make sure you have your grammar packet with you to write down examples and to also jot down any questions you might have as we go through this podcast. Students will learn how to form the Nosotros commands in Spanish, as well as to be able to use them in your written and spoken Spanish. What are these Nosotros commands? These are the commands that we use to give orders or suggestions when we include ourselves with other people. Nosotros commands correspond to that English let's do something. The first person plural, or that nosotros form of the present subjunctive, is what we use for both affirmative and negative let's with the verb commands. Here are a couple of examples. Crucemos la calle. No crucemos la calle. Let's cross the street, or let's not cross the street. The affirmative, that let's plus the verb command, can also be expressed a different way. We can use vamos a in the infinitive. However, remember that vamos a with an infinitive can also mean we're going to do something. So we need to remember that it's going to be context and tone of voice to determine if we're trying to give that command, let's do this, or if it's that more traditional, we're going to do something. A couple of examples. Vamos a cruzar la calle. Again, let's cross the street. Vamos a trabajar mucho. Let's work a lot, or we're going to work a lot, depending upon how you say it. When we want to talk about this let's go, it is the present indicative form of the verb ir. Vamos a la pescadería. We don't use a subjunctive in these affirmative sentences. Let's go to the fish shop. When it's negative, no vayamos a la pescadería, then we do use the subjunctive form of the verb ir. So let's not go to the fish shop. Irse, that reflexive, works the same way. When it is if affirmative, vámonos. When it's negative, no nos vayamos. And we're going to talk about object pronouns right here. So, when we have object pronouns, they are attached to the affirmative nosotros commands. So if I say firmemos el cheque, let's sign the check. Now I'm going to say let's sign it. Firmémoslo. Escribamos a Ana y Felipe. So let's write to Ana and Felipe. Now I'm going to say let's write them. Escribámosles. Reflexive pronouns, just like with irse, you are going to put the nos onto the end of your affirmative command. However, with reflexive pronouns, you will take off the s in the ending of the subjunctive ending and then put the nos. So let's get up early. Levantémonos temprano. Let's sit in that table. Sentémonos en aquella mesa. However, please notice that when we are putting the object pronoun attached to the nosotros commands, there has to be an accent written in. This accent is written in order to maintain the original stress. So escribámosles. Vámonos. The other examples, levantémonos, sentémonos. You have to have that written accent. Now, if we have negative nosotros commands, then our pronouns, be them object pronouns or reflexive pronouns, are placed in front. So, no le paguemos el préstamo. Let's not pay them the loan. Or No se lo digamos a ellos. Let's not tell it to them. If you have any questions, please make sure to ask me. Gracias y hasta mañana.